Hi guys, I'm doing a review today for Titane. It was suggested a couple videos back by Strangepanda. I can drop a link down there to his channel below, but I will be doing a review for Titane. To do a brief summary of Titane, and there might be some spoilers in here, but honestly, I don't think there are. This movie is billed as extremely unsettling. It is body horror. It is from Neon, who's produced some pretty solid films. It's a French movie. It won the Palme d'Or last year at the Cannes Film Festival. It is from director Julia Ducournau. I don't probably pronounce that horribly wrong, but it is from her. She directed Raw back in 2016. That is a very good film. This movie was recommended to me because people were very unsettled by it, and they wanted my opinion on it. Since doing this channel, I've watched so many films, you guys. Lots of very unsettling films for you. So, unfortunately, for you, it's not going to get a reaction from me. It takes a good chunk to get that from me. This film to me, well, we'll get into it in a minute. I loved Raw though, and I think it's interesting that people always talk about like Japanese horror films, Korean, about how those are the most insane horror films, right? Don't sleep on the French, please. There's something wrong with them. Can we go check on them? Have you guys seen Martyrs? Have you seen Frontiers? What is wrong with the French? Okay. To get to Titane, though, the story of Titane is very weird. So it's got the lead of Alexia, who as a young child is in a car accident with her father and has a titanium plate placed inside her head. We skip forward many, many years ahead, and she is now a model for a car show. One night she ends up having sex with a car. Yeah, guys, it gets worse from here. She ends up getting pregnant by said car. And oh yeah, she's a serial killer. And then she is on the run. And then she meets up with a man whose son disappeared 12 years ago. And she pretends to be his long-lost son. And that's it. That's the movie. I don't know that I spoiled anything necessarily. It's a breakneck pace of a film. The first 30 minutes are so incoherent. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe I'm stupid. I really didn't like this movie, guys. And it's not because it was grotesque. It really wasn't that bad. I've seen worse body horror-wise. It's just, it tried too hard to be edgy and weird and unsettling, and in that lost the entire plot. This movie was not great, to be honest. The main character was extremely unlikable, and I love me a good unlikable main character, but there was no redeeming qualities in her. But the plot of this film is so unhinged, like in the worst way imaginable. Like the pacing of it, the editing, and then the movie itself, it doesn't make much sense. We don't know how long she's had a car fetish. This is the only time that we see this happen, that she has sex with a car, right? We don't know that she's a serial killer until it's nonchalantly kind of brought up, right? It's hinted at, but then it's brought up, oh, she's a serial killer. But then it's never talked about why she started being a serial killer. Or, like, they don't delve into that part of her story, and that bothered me greatly, because it just felt like a throwaway. It felt like, oh yeah, she murdered all these people. She's a serial killer. She's killed other people in the past before this movie started. We don't get any explanation for why. What is the motive behind that? It just is there. It doesn't really drive the story forward in any way at all. It just kind of makes an excuse for the reason why she kills certain people. But it to me doesn't make any sense. And then the whole end bit with her and the father of the long-lost son. I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb. And that's fine with me. This movie was an incoherent mess. I really didn't like it. I truly do not understand how it won the Palme d'Or. I really do not know, guys. It's not a good film, like, at all. It tries so hard to be edgy and grotesque for the sake of being edgy and grotesque that the plot is just not there. And I'm sorry, body horror is fine and it can be interesting, but you at least have to have some sort of a plot to move it forward, guys. I can't just sit here and watch this film and go, oh, that makes total sense. I'm going to completely ignore this part, suspend disbelief for that. I can suspend disbelief for certain things, but other things I can't. Anyway, Titane, I do not recommend. If you don't like horror films, if you don't like body horror especially, do not watch Titane. I did like her other film, Raw, though. Raw was pretty good. You guys should watch that one. I gave Titane a 1.5 out of 5. I really didn't like it. I was bored, and I thought it was uninspired and edgy for the sake of being edgy. Most people I've seen who really like this movie are really cringy film bros that if I ever met in real life, I would walk away immediately. I cannot stand those types of people. Most people who I have not seen a review yet that explains why they really liked this movie. It's all very film broy. It's all very like, oh, it's foreign. Oh, I look so smart liking this movie. I don't know. I'm trying not to diss y'all on this, but it just wasn't for me. It did not click. It did not work. So yeah, that's my review for Titane. Comment down below if you've seen it, what you thought. Maybe you can explain some of that film to me of why you liked it, because I don't get it. If there's any other movies that you want my opinion on, comment the name down below. I can give you a shout out as well, and I will review that film because I don't have a lot of films coming out that I care to see. So, thanks for watching, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe. Until next time.